Right, it's day 2 now. We're just going to make our way up the hill, same place we went last night. My dad's gone to the other spot where we shot that stag yesterday morning, so we split up, but we're going to make our way up the hill. Might see something on the tracks. There's lots of signs and slots when we went up last night, so a bit of luck, might bump something just on the track. But we're going to go up to that top hill, and then we're going to start at the top of the hill and hopefully bump into some deer. But a bit of luck to be out on that banking. Right, we just got on what we believe was a hind just as we was stalking up the track. Could see it with thermal, but it was still too dark to see in binos to ID it. If it took a couple of steps onto the track where it's lights coming through the trees, would have been able to at least ID what it was. But it just stayed in the darks at trees and couldn't see. Waited there for a few minutes, and it knew we were there, winds on our back, and it's just hopped off, and it's gone off barking that way. I'm pretty convinced it was a hind because of the body size, but like I say, it just weren't light enough to ID anything. A couple of minutes later it would have been brighter, or if I said it took that couple of steps onto the track, would have been able to ID, but that's a sign deer are moving anyway, so we're going to carry on making our way up the track. Well, we give it about an hour there. We weren't seeing much moving, so we were moving our way up the hill. And as we did, we turned around, sort of heat source, glare from sun on binos, you couldn't ID what it was. Knew it was a deer, but couldn't tell if it was stag or hind. So we worked our way up, got into a better position, with a bit more shade so I could actually see, and it was a hind. Just feeding away there, so we watched it for a bit, and then it just trotted off. I was hoping a stag might have been knocking about with her, but no, she was on her own, not even a calf with her. That's the second deer we've seen today, just no stags, so we're going to carry on our way up, see if anything else is out on top of the hill. But positive sign, there is deer moving, just the wrong sort, which is always the case. That's a stag down. That was a good stalk that. We spotted him, like in that video before, coming over the ridge with his hinds. And we stalked in through on him, about 400 or 500 yards away. We had to go down the ravine and up, and then get set up on sticks about 180 yards. And he went back over the ridge, which was frustrating. But we waited, and then one of the hinds popped back, because he was still rutting, chasing them around, and they were getting a bit fed up of him. And then the hind come over, and he come over straight after. And then we just had to wait a bit, so he come right over the ridge. And then took the shot, and it was a weird reaction. I thought I'd missed, but then he took a couple of steps and dropped. So I don't know where I've hit him, but I was aiming for high shoulder shot. But I'm sure we'll see when we get over, because there's a dead deer down there. But we'll radio my dad. He was speaking to us from way over on the ridge. He's the one who spotted them about 40 minutes ago. He told us to get over here because his wind were wrong for him. So we worked our way in. He obviously couldn't see the deer once he'd gone over the ridge towards us. So he's just radioed now, and we told him it's down. But we'll make our way over. Found him. It's long shot, a bit back, but it's long. So I've just never seen him react like that. It felt like a liver shot the way he reacted, because he just took a couple of steps and dropped. I'll try and edit the trigger cam footage, but it's not in focus. So I don't know how it's going to look once it blows up. I don't know what's going on with that trigger cam. Well, that's a different issue. But here's the deer. As I say, a bit back there. Not the best, but it has hit the lungs, and that's what's dropped him. He's a nice head, apart from he's missing an antler. Might find out when we start doing the grollock why, if he's got an injury somewhere. But he's a big lad. So I might regret shooting him. We've never extracted from this actual point before. We've got to go through them trees and down to the road. I don't think there's a lot of dead trees, so we should be able to get through. I've radioed my dad. He's making his way back to the car, which will take him about an hour anyway, and then he'll possibly meet us on the road. It's pointless him coming over here and giving us a lift, because by the time he's done that, we still need someone at the road. So we're going to get him grollocked here and then make a plan off the hill. Right, that's him grollocked now. Checked everything looks fine. His testes are alright, so don't understand what's happened there. Some sort of an injury. There'll be anyone in comments who might know, because I'm sure there's plenty who know more about deer than me. Just let us know. But took a few layers off now, loaded our backpacks up. Now we're just going to plan our drag down to the road. It could be easy, it could be bad. If it's bad, there won't be much recording. If it's easy, there'll be loads of recording. But I think it's going to be a bad one, this, because we've never dragged this far, and he's quite a big bodied deer. But we'll see how we go. Probably check back on the way down. Just got in the wood now and done a little dummy path. We left the deer on the hill just to make sure we could find the right route down. We've got one now. Get a load of brush up there, and then that leads us to here, and it'll be down straight to the road. And as you can see, a lot of sign of deer up and down here. So with a bit of luck, he should go straight down now. Just got to get him to here. Still got to get him across the Ever, but at least we know once we get to the wood, we've got a nice easy path. Right, we've got him to the edge of trees. That's the hardest bit done. The Ever is just a nightmare to drag through. But as I say, we've cut a track through. Well, at least we think we have. That should take us down to the road. It should glide down this. Usually once you get them in trees, they just roll downhill. Only issue is, if we come across a load of dead trees, we have to move, or we have to go off a different way. But that's 94 kilo, larder weight. Took us about 3 hours to drag it off and get it in car. That's our longest drag for a bit, that, to be fair. But we'll get it chilled in larder now, and then we'll get home and have something to eat, I think. And we'll see you tomorrow.